Tupac Shakur, one of the best to ever do it in hip-hop, he became the matriarch of gangster rap. At the beginning of Tupac's career, it didn't appear that he was going to be one of the most influential rappers of our time. He started off as a second-string rapper and dancer of Digital Underground. But in 1991, he would change the minds of many with the debut album, To Apocalypse Now. Tupac was more than a rapper, he was an actor. He starred in many films in the 1990s like Juice, Above the Rim, Poetic Justice, just to name a few. When rappers saw Tupac acting, that inspired them to want to act. While Tupac was on the rise in the film world, he was also excelling in the music world. With his fifth studio album, All Eyez on Me, this album became Tupac's crowning achievement of the 1990s rap music. The album was featured number one singles How Do You Want It and California Love that featured on the Billboard Hot 100 at number 1. The album made history as being the first double full-length hip-hop album being released on a 2 compact disc and 4 LPs. It was certified diamond, certified 5 times platinum after 2 months of being released, and then 9 times platinum 2 years later. It won a Soul Train Music Award and an American Music Award, referred to as one of the greatest hip-hop albums of all time. This was Tupac's second album to hit number 1 on the Billboard 200 and top R&B and hip-hop charts. All Eyez on Me spent a total of 105 weeks on the Billboard 200. As of July 2014, there have been 10 million copies shipped in the U.S. Tupac has sold over 75 million records worldwide, making him one of the top-selling artists of all times. Even in his death, he continues to impact music and artists. He has built a legacy in music that would never die. As of today, Tupac is being featured in songs. I chose this topic because the talent of this artist is endless. The album is endless. I felt like the time that we did get to experience Tupac wasn't enough. But in that time, he left a major impact on the world and the music industry. With this album, his art and his artistry, and in the amount of time that we did have with him, I just wish that we had more time with him to experience the fullness of who he was as an artist and as a person. I wish that we could have seen beyond the rapper. He was more than a rapper, an actor. He was more than that. There were so many layers to who Tupac was that we didn't get to experience. He was a very direct artist. You didn't have to figure out what he was saying, what he was talking about. But he just told you, he just rapped it. He was a storyteller. He was able to take things that were going on in our culture and with our race, and he was able to take all of that and fit it into 3 to 5 minutes of songs, or a whole, the whole album. He was able to fill you in what was going on. He was relevant then, and he's relevant now. And when you think of hip hop, you think of Tupac. I think we should further study who he is as an artist and who he was beyond the artist, because like I said before, there are so many layers to him. And I love Tupac. I'm not a rap fan, I'm not into hip hop, but if you put Tupac on, you've got me. What attracted me to Tupac the most is that he was able to use reverse psychology to get you to pay attention, to draw you in, and he was able to take real issues, and he was a realist, and he was able to take real issues and capture you with them. He was a true lyricist. He was always able to connect with his audience, and still to this day and in this very moment, even in his death, he's able to connect. You never have to wonder where he was going. What you got from Tupac is what you got. You never had to wonder where he was going to take you, because he was just going to give you a glimpse into the life of a black person or the culture that we live. He made you understand us a little bit more, and man, I love the way he flowed with the music. It was like a beautifully choreographed dance that the music didn't step on his toes and he didn't step on the music toes. They just flowed so beautifully like a stream of water. And that's what I love most about Tupac and the album All Eyez on Me. So I think that's why it impacted the popular world music. It impacted the industry. And still to this day, his name is being his name is being brought up, and that's so impactful in the amount of time that we did get to share with him. So this is All Eyes on Me.